Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at three scenarios. The first one is called Town Course Short A Drag. The next one is called BeamNG Dragster, and the last one is called Off-Road Short Course Drag. And all three of these scenarios together come in a scenario pack called What a Drag. So we're going to start off with this one, and you'll notice the name is very similar to this one over here, and that's because they're actually the same scenario, but the car is different. In the normal one, we use a 200BX. In this one, we use a dragster Bruckle Moonhawk. And I know that the loading screens look funny. You don't have to tell me. Like last time I did a video where I left the loading screen in, people freaked out and they thought something went terribly wrong when I made the video. It's like, no, dude, that's literally what my screen looks like when I'm recording the loading screens. That's exactly what I would expect to see. It's not anything strange or anything like that to me. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? I just had to say that because there were just so many people who were so confused last time that the loading screens looked funny. And I would edit them out normally. That's why you don't usually see it. But on this, the loading screens last almost nothing when you're just resetting a car in a scenario where it's not worth editing it out. Because I'll probably start a sentence before I reset it. I'll reset the car, and then there'll be the loading screen, and then the car's back on the screen, and then I'll finish the sentence. It's like less than a sentence. And for that, it's just like, why bother editing out? It's not worth like breaking up a sentence and kind of messing with the flow just for that short of a time period. Anyways, though, you do drive this very different than you would normally. Like the regular one, you actually, hit the gas pedal and hold it down for a while. This one, it's like you hit the gas pedal for like 5 seconds, and, well, actually, if you've held it down for 5 seconds, you've already crashed probably. And there is the finish, so let's get to the finish as fast as we can. All right, that's how you finish it. Oh, with a time of 1 minute and 2 seconds, that really makes me want to try it again and just shave off those 2 seconds so I could do it under a minute. I'm going to go ahead and try it one more time because I really want to get it under a minute. Now this time, instead of just cruising, we're going to focus. And I'm going to nail these corners. At least I'm going to nail them as good as a Bruckle Moonhawk can, which isn't really that good when you have the drag version because it's absolutely awful going around corners. Between the bicycle tires in the front and the tendency to kind of tip over, yeah, you don't want to drive this thing around corners. And the bicycle tires in front, I don't mean that literally, but I'm just giving you an example of how thin they are. That's actually really good for drag racing because you have very low resistance when the tires are rolling, and it reduces the weight of the vehicle. So it makes sense in that situation, but for something like this, it makes literally no sense why you would want tires like that. It just makes it absolutely terrible to try to go left and right. I mean, you can do it, but it's just like you kind of suggest the car, hey, can you go this way, please? Thank you. And if it wants to, it'll listen. If it doesn't want to listen, though, well, you can't do nothing about that. You're going to go the other way then. I think I was faster this time. It felt faster. Full speed ahead. There was a 1 minute time, or sub 1 minute time, I should say. 58.65. I'm happy with that. I just wanted to beat the 1 minute mark, and, well, we managed to do that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next scenario. And that one is called BeamNG Dragster, which is based off of BeamNG Vanster, as you could probably guess by the similarity in their names. So let's get started. Alright, here we go, and I'll explain the strategy as we go. For the first one, you want to exit at about 50 to 55 miles per hour. That one was a little fast, but it's usable. You want to hit that ramp at about 70 miles per hour, then you just kind of coast it. Come on, there we go. Okay, and then for this one, you want to come off of it at about 60 miles per hour or so. There we go, still good to go. And then for this one, you change the camera to this view and then just accelerate a lot, basically. And then here, I don't really know the speed. You just kind of wing it and hope you fly straight, which is what my strategy is, at least. And that is complete. There we go. We barely made it. We completed it on the first try, though. I'm actually really surprised about that. Anyways, just for fun, I want to do one more run. What I want to do is just get to the finish and then fly right over the finish, because I think you can do that. And I want to just confirm that you can actually do that or not. So we just got to get through this as cleanly as possible. That's not very clean. And we're definitely pulling to the side now. Makes jumps like that a little more difficult. We made it though, so now we're just going to go full throttle this whole way. And I think we'll be able to go fast enough to jump. Perfect. And over it, and I don't think it counts. No, it did not. And I'm pretty sure that would have been close enough to make it if we were lower, considering how barely I made it last time. So, you can go too fast on that one and miss it, and I just wanted to confirm that for sure. Also, if you tried to go full throttle the whole way, that wouldn't work. If you were thinking, oh, maybe that'll work. No, this is what would happen. And broken already. I mean, sure, you probably could have landed that, but what could you really do? Your car is broken right now. Like, you can see it's not doing nothing as I hold the gas pedal down. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the last one. And for this one, things are a little strange, and I'll explain why once we get there, but this one's called Off-Road Short Course Drag. This one is actually really difficult because it's asking you to go off-roading with the dragster, which is stupidly hard. I tried this for an hour and a half or so before recording, and I had one attempt that succeeded. Now, I didn't record that attempt, but I recorded what came after that because I was pretty sure that'd be the only time I saw the second half of this map. So I'm going to try it like 2 or 3 times here, and if we can't get to the end of this road or these rocks right in front of us, I'm just going to cut to the attempt that I did earlier, which like I said, doesn't have us going through this section, but at least has what comes after that. Now, the strategy I used on that one was actually absolutely awful. It was just full throttle the whole way, and it worked. And I didn't even try that strategy very often because I thought it was so stupid it could never work, yet it somehow seemed to work on my one successful attempt. So on this last attempt, that is the strategy we're going to use, full throttle, and we're just going to do that the whole way once we're lined up, because I lined up about right here and then just went full throttle. And we kind of just bounced around and somehow made it. And it was purely luck because I tried it about a dozen times afterward, and that's usually the outcome. And just for the heck of it, we'll do one more attempt and then I'll move on. Just because it looked like it had a chance. Like, that's the problem. It always looks like it has a chance. So I think, well, maybe one more time it'll make it, and it never does. That didn't even have a chance, though. I wanted to at least have a chance. That was so awful. Come on. Come on. Yeah, forget this. After about an hour and a half of trying to do this section of the map, I just did it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on camera. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just pick it up from here, and if I repeat myself, I apologize. I'm just not exactly sure how I'm going to edit this together. So anyways, we're going to finish this up starting at that point. Unfortunately, I don't have video for the first section, though, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Anyways, this one, oh, that is so much easier. I actually made it. Like, I was afraid I might just fail there, which was totally something that could happen. I did damage my wheel, though, and I can't even turn around properly, so we kind of got to do something wacky right here to whip the car around. See me whip that thing right there? That was amazing, except I still can't steer. We kind of just got to get lucky with the way this road pushes us around. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. Come on, you can do it, Moonhawk. Like, you can't steer, but you can go straight. That's all I ask from you. 100% Back to the Future style. Complete. Those tires are so thin. They look ridiculous. No wonder they broke. It's because they're so stupidly thin. But we made it. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that again. That was amazing. Mostly because of luck, really. So there was the one attempt that actually made it. I'm so sorry that you couldn't see this part actually make it, but I don't feel like spending all this time just trying to get lucky. I don't have luck. You download the map and you try to get lucky. Maybe you're a lucky person. I am not one at all. So that'll be it. And until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya. We're dead.